Hey guys, my name is Brendan Maslin. I'm the General Sales Manager here at Pkwy Nissan in Hamilton, Ontario. Today, we're going to be taking a good look at the 2024 Subaru Crosstrek Wilderness. Some of you may question, why is this dealership selling a 2024 Crosstrek Wilderness? And that's a great question. We take notice and we pay attention to what people are looking for in our community. And we happen to know that the Subaru Crosstrek Wilderness specifically does very well. And we happen to be a big fan ourselves here at the store of this particular vehicle, and especially in this gorgeous alpine green. Here, let's take a look at it. If you're in the market for a new or pre-owned vehicle, click the link at the top of the description for your YouTube only incentive. So really want to talk about the front end of the Subaru Wilderness. I want to point out some key things here that make this vehicle super unique in its segment. And it adds a little bit of flair from the manufacturer with what they've done in some of their design philosophy. LED headlights at the front, super aggressive and rigid front end grille with that infamous large Subaru badge, with the gold accents that they've done on this vehicle that really differentiates this particular Wilderness Crosstrek with any of the regular Crosstreks. Let's take a closer look at the front end here. One thing that makes this vehicle truly unique is the approach angle. So it has not only larger ground clearance when you get a spec'd out Wilderness package, but its approach angle on a Wilderness is at 20 degrees, meaning for those adventure enthusiasts, they're gonna do a little bit of off-roading or up to the cottage on weekends. This spec offers you greater ground clearance, so you're not gonna damage the undermount of this beautiful front end. Along the fender, Subaru does an awesome job with this magnificent black cladding. It almost looks carbon fiber-ish and has a nice texture to it. It's a great feature on this vehicle, and I feel like for anybody that owns one of these vehicles, the last thing they want to do is damage the vehicle or have a passerby or grocery cart at Costco damage the vehicle. This truly protects a lot of areas and high percentage of the body of the vehicle so that there isn't going to be any damage from any kind of accidents. As we move through to the side, when you get a Crosstrek Wilderness, it's special and unique only to this trim with Subaru Canada. It comes with Yokohama all-terrain tires in a gorgeous matte black finish alloy rim. The all-terrain tire, obviously much better for those people that are going down to the beach, going up to the cottage, or just for the person that's looking for a little bit more of an adventuristic drive. The tire is going to give it to you. Subaru, notorious for their Wilderness badging, making sure they differentiate this particular vehicle with any other Crosstrek that's on the market. Your beautiful side turn indicator, again, your bold as brass gold accents on the roof with your crossbars and roof racks that come with it right from the factory, no additional cost with that. Again, the same thing, the Crosstrek badging, again, differentiating the regular Wilderness to anybody else that's on the road. The one thing you'll know with this Wilderness edition, the ground clearance is much greater than the average version of a Crosstrek. There's a large gap in between, and that's just gonna give you that peace of mind for when you're getting into that adventuristic side of you, that you're not gonna be running into any issues with hitting potholes or rocks or anything else that you may encounter. A beautiful thing they also add to this particular model of Crosstrek is built-in mudguards. They give it to you on the rear and on the front of the vehicle. There's no additional cost from the manufacturer when it does come with that. And it's a great thing just to make sure, and again, back to the black cladding, that you're not kicking up those rocks and debris down the side of your car and not only dirtying it up or damaging that beautiful paint finish. Let's take a look at the rear. Now, I must say, I am a huge fan of the rear end of this vehicle. Always have been since the redesign of this vehicle came out just a few years ago, but especially in the Wilderness package. The Wilderness package, it does sit up a little bit higher than your regular Crosstrek, and it gives you a nice departure exit clearance when you're passing over those rocks or debris when you're doing some off-roading. And you'll take notice how high the rear bumper is in comparison to the ground with this particular model. I think it's very bold, it stands out, and it truly makes a statement to anybody behind you that this is very clearly a Subaru Crosstrek Wilderness. Again, pointing out the very famous gold accents that come on all Wilderness spec'd out Subarus. Make no mistake, that's what you're driving. Inside the rear of the vehicle, beautiful feature, no additional cost from the manufacturer. Again, comes with a gorgeous Subaru Wilderness all-terrain mat. I love the print and the camo look to this. Across the back here, comes with a tonneau cover. And this is a great thing for those golfers and those people that keep their tools and their expensive belongings in the rear of the vehicle, making sure that any passers-by, everything's kept safe and secure. So I've removed the rear cover here. Let's take a little look at how much cargo space you have here. If I drop the rear seats down, assuming no one's sitting in the rear of the vehicle for any road trips or any destinations you're going to, you've got a nearly flat floor in the back of this Crosstrek. Quite a bit of height, top to bottom, and the flexibility of that 60/40 split seating as well. Underneath this beautiful cargo mat, spare tire. I know we live in a time right now where some manufacturers have gotten away from a temporary spare. And they give you just a little air canister in the back or a tire repair kit. But with Subaru here, this is one thing that we still have, which is great. Again, you're gonna need that if you're hours away from getting your local tow truck driver to come assist you. In the back here, I love this feature. There's a on-off switch, and this would be great when there's not much light around you in the middle of the night for turning on the rear light. And I feel like this would be awesome taking it to the beach, or again, if you're going on like a fishing trip or getting a little crazy doing some hunting. There's some cup holders in the back that'll hold a Stanley or a Yeti with ease for those people that want to take advantage of that. Come on with me, let's jump inside and check out the interior of this gorgeous car. Lovely thing about this Crosstrek Wilderness, not only is it the Wilderness type on the outside, but they carry that into the inside. Let's first take a look at the headrests of all of these units have Subaru's Wilderness badging embroidered right on the actual headrest, driver's seat and passenger. The seating surfaces of this vehicle are a material that if you were to stain something on it, it'd be very easy to just grab a washcloth, wipe it right down, and you'd be stain free. As we go through, I love what they've done with the dash. We have a bit of the hard plastic for durability, some nice soft touches along for resting your elbows on for those long drives, and then the complexity with this carbon fiber like trim that they carry through the dash and all the way the front of the vehicle. They've really done a nice job. I sit here right now, I'm approximately 6'1", and I'm super comfortable. The seat gives tons of support for my back, my legs, and clear visibility if I were to be driving for a long distance and travel. It is filled with ample technology from Apple CarPlay, wireless charging down below, heated seats, USB, USB-C, and a massive screen that's really easy to navigate as we go through. On the steering wheel here, we have a heated steering wheel and all of our creature comforts at the ease of our two palms. We have our cruise control that is adaptive to this vehicle, and it will monitor the gap in depth between the vehicle in front of you with lane keep assist. And it has these really funky paddle shifters on here that just give it a much more invigorating drive. It has a massive rear view camera. If you're out on the campsite or out on that fishing trip on your next expedition, you're going to ensure that you don't run into anything in the rear. I must say I'm a big fan. Let me know what you think in the comments section. Subaru's done this wonderful black headliner. I know a lot of manufacturers are going into a gray or beige headliner. I think it gives a much more inviting, sporty feel inside of this particular Crosstrek with having this black. Definitely is a much more sportier looking vehicle to me. Comes with the sunroof, which gives power and tilt functionality. Let's hop in the back of the car so I can show you guys how much space is in the rear of this vehicle. I must say, guys, I'm quite impressed with how much space is in the rear of this Crosstrek. When I was sitting in the driver's seat, I didn't think that I would give myself this much room to sit back here with the comfort that I actually have right now. As you can see, I've probably got a good 2 inches of space of clearance between the driver's front seat and where I'm sitting now. It would be more than pleasant to go on a road trip with great length, and I'd feel quite comfortable in doing so. I love what they've done. I have ample headroom between me and the roof, and it has a very comfortable feeling, much like what the driver's seat did. I find that they've done a great job and put a lot of enthusiasm into making sure that anybody driving or sitting in this vehicle had a pleasant and comfortable feel, because the seats are very well bolstered and giving a lot of padding and support. I love the folding center armrest. It's great for those that have their coffee for water in the back for the long journeys. And I can't say anything or fault anything that I don't like about the rear. I'm quite impressed. It's comfy, feels great, and it's the place I'd want to be if I'm going on a lengthy drive. The Wilderness Edition does come with the rubber mats through the whole vehicle. Great feature to have if I were to spill my drink, or if you have your kiddos in the back that might make a bit of a mess at times. It happens. But also for the kids in the back that have their iPads for the road trips or iPhones, there's a USB-C and USB plug-in and capability for anybody in the back, so we're not having to feed wires through from the front. Let's go back outside and you can hear my final thoughts on this 2024 Crosstrek Wilderness. So under the hood here of this bad boy, we have a 2.5 naturally aspirated Boxer engine. The Boxer engine has been around for years with Subaru. It's become infamous for the brand, and it does a fantastic job offering 182 horsepower with incredible fuel efficiency and towing capabilities with this vehicle that are truly unmatched. The towing capabilities of this vehicle, offering 3,500 pounds, are far greater than its competitors in Mazda CX-5, Nissan Rogue, Ford Escape, Honda CR-V, and Toyota RAV4. That in itself, for the person that's going to the cottage, to the beach, or looking to get, again, a little bit more adventuristic with their daily life, this vehicle, I believe, is what offers you something that the others cannot. So if you're someone that's looking for that more adventuristic and sporty small crossover, look no further. The Crosstrek Wilderness is exactly why it's sitting here at our location. We sell all makes and models. Thank you so much for checking out the video on our beautiful Crosstrek Wilderness. Please leave your comments down below in the description. Let us know if this is something you could see yourself driving in the future.